Fall Festival is this great program. Every fall, I think this is the 19th year, 10 or 11 schools do full productions of Shakespeare. These are high schools. And then they perform them at their school, 1 or 2, 3 performances, and then they bring them all to our main stage at Shakespeare and Company, where we perform them one after another over the course of 4 days. The aesthetic of the festival is that it's very inclusive. We also get a lot of other kids that don't normally do theater, don't normally do drama, but because of kind of the reputation that it has, the history, the tradition that it has at their school, a lot of other kids get involved, and they get involved in multiple ways. Some are actors, some are designers, costumers, stage managers, dramaturgs, publicity, promotion, choreographers. They get involved in many ways depending on their interest.
First thing is you're going to get into your company. Yes, your company of actors and technicians. Yes. Now, you have 10 minutes to rehearse this thing that I'm asking. 10 minutes. Okay.
The way we approach directing the students is a lot of them don't want to be actors. They're not interested in being actors. They're not interested in a career in theater. But what they are interested in is the process of doing this, how risky it is to them personally, how huge the payoff is, how proud they are of it, the working together. Kind of the first step into Shakespeare is to understand what you're saying. And then, as you understand what you're saying, you begin to have emotional responses to it. You're excited about it, you're terrified of it, you're heartbroken, you're enraged by it, you're delighted and seduced by it. Essentially, it's really simple. We ask them questions, and then we listen to what they say. And we really listen to what they say. And then out of that, that generates more questions. We're very interested in the students having this intense artistic experience, but also this very rigorous, very intense educational experience. These are wonderful texts to wrestle with. It's just about as physically demanding and rigorous as playing a varsity sport. And it's not just the fights and the dances that you have to do, it's the physical endurance you need to go through the depth of the emotional stories. That's what it is. It just shakes you emotionally.
Oh, you are men of stones! Had I your tongues and eyes, I'd use them so that heaven's vault should crack. She's gone forever. This, the promised end?
The students will say they have never been as alive as they were when they were working on this in rehearsals or in performance. The students will say this. They will say they have never worked so hard in rehearsals and in performance as in doing this. It's an in-your-face experience of humanity from someone who's standing 10 feet away from you, and you can palpably feel the energy and the emotional life and the physical investment that comes off of them with some of the most beautiful language ever written. It makes us more human. It brings us alive. It brings the audience alive.